Hey, Healthy Wealthy fam! Welcome back! Today we're tackling a key aspect of fitness that often gets overlooked but makes a world of difference: hip mobility. If you've ever dealt with lower back discomfort, there's a good chance that tight or weak hips are part of the problem. So, in this video, we'll dive into how hip mobility affects the lower back, why it matters for your overall movement, and how you can improve it. Let's get started. Our hips are central to almost every movement we do. From walking and sitting to lifting weights, the hips support and stabilize our entire lower body. But when hip mobility is limited, the strain often shifts to the lower back. When your hips are tight, they can restrict your range of motion, forcing the lower back to compensate. This compensation often leads to overuse and discomfort, especially if you're active or spend a lot of time sitting. So how exactly does poor hip mobility impact the lower back? Tight hip muscles like the hip flexors can pull on the pelvis, causing it to tilt forward. This forward tilt puts extra pressure on the lumbar spine, increasing the likelihood of lower back pain. Especially for those who sit for extended periods, this can lead to chronic tightness in the hip flexors and ultimately result in low back issues. If you want a pain-free lower back, you need to start with flexible, mobile hips. Improving hip mobility has a range of benefits, and not just for your lower back. Here's why it's worth paying attention to. Reduced lower back pain. By allowing proper pelvic alignment, hip mobility helps reduce the stress placed on the lower back. Better movement efficiency. Mobile hips mean smoother, more natural movements, which leads to better balance and posture. Enhanced athletic performance. From squats to running, hip mobility improves overall lower body function and reduces injury risk. Improved posture. When the hips are aligned, the entire spine benefits, leading to better posture and reduced strain on the lower back. All of these benefits make hip mobility essential, whether you're an athlete, fitness enthusiast, or just want to feel your best daily. Now, let's get into some simple exercises you can start doing to improve hip mobility and relieve pressure on the lower back. Hip flexor. Stretch. Start by stepping one foot forward into a lunge position. Gently press your hips forward, feeling a stretch in the front of the back leg. Pigeon pose. Start in a plank position, then bring one knee forward and place it on the ground near the wrist on the opposite side. Stretch back and sink into the stretch. Hip circles. Stand on one leg and draw circles with the opposite knee, keeping the movement controlled to loosen the hip joint. 90-90 stretch. Sit with one leg bent at a 90-degree angle in front and the other behind. Lean forward over the front leg to feel a deep stretch in the hip. Perform each of these exercises for about 30 seconds on each side and aim to incorporate them into your routine daily for the best results. So, Healthy Wealthy fam, if you're struggling with lower back discomfort or just want to move better, focusing on hip mobility could be a game changer. Remember, our bodies work as a system, and improving flexibility in one area, like the hips, can relieve pain and improve function in another, like the lower back. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe for more health and fitness insights right here on Healthy Wealthy. See you next time.